Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In these challenges, we have some mystery function inside this purple box, and it changes whatever numbers you put in the top into something different that comes out the bottom. And your job is to figure out what that function is. How are all the numbers changed when they go through this purple box? You'll get a chart that keeps track of what you put in and what you get out, and also you'll get a graph, which might help you determine the kind of function that's inside that purple box. If you'd like, in the description, you can find a link to a page like this where you can try out as many numbers as you like. And you may want to do that now. Pause the video, try it out, come up with your own solution before you look at mine. All right, well, as usual, when we have zero information about a function, I like to put in the number 0 first. So I'm going to do that. And when we put in 0, we get 0 out. Okay, so what does that tell us? I mean, not a lot, although it makes me think that maybe this is just multiplication and not adding or subtracting. Because if you multiply 0 by anything, you're going to get 0 out. Although that's not necessarily true, right? We might be multiplying, well, there might be something else going on. Let's just put in another number and see. I'm going to put in 1. And that's giving me a -1 out. Okay, so if I look at the graph now, this looks like a line and with a y-intercept of 0 and a slope of, well, it goes down 1 and over 1. So that'd be a slope of -1. So it might be just f of x equals -x. So basically making everything negative. So let's put in a negative number then, because if we're making everything negative, a negative of a negative should be a positive. So this should be a +1. Let's give that a try. Aha, okay, so that prediction was borne out. I'm actually going to jot this down, this guess, because I think this is a pretty good guess. F of x equals -x. Although, as usual, I want to try to maybe put in some numbers further out, and I think I want to try a fraction as well. So let's do something that's a little further out on the graph. So maybe an 8. I should get a -8 if we're right about our guess. Yeah, 8 does give me a -8. If I put in a -7, I should get a +7. And I do, so I'm pretty confident about this. Let's just try a fraction, see if anything funky happens. Put in 1/2, I should get -1/2. Yes, -1/2. It does convert it to a decimal here, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm pretty confident that we have f of x equals -x. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal. And there it is. We were right. So we got that after the second point we put in, really, although we needed a few more to verify it. And if we graph that line, it looks like that. So that is the function f of x equals -x. Well, how did that go for you? Did you get that? Did you know that it was -x? How long did it take you to figure it out? How many points did you put in? And which ones really gave you the information that you needed to solve it? I'd like to know. Thanks, everybody.